Overfishing, depletion of fish stocks, the evil illegal fishers. We often come across these phrases in the context of marine fisheries. Be it the Netflix documentary Seaspiracy or the many conservation activists, there seems to be a unanimous consensus on the need to better manage fisheries to ensure both livelihoods and sustainability. The conventional wisdom to tackle this problem of overfishing has led to governments enacting input controls such as licenses and regulations on fishing gear and boat sizes. We conducted surveys with stakeholders such as fisherfolk, boat manufacturers, and fisheries department representatives in Gujarat's coastal regions of Valsad and Veraval. From the insights offered by these surveys, we unearthed a core issue with the marine fisheries of Gujarat: boat registrations. The Gujarat Fisheries Act of 2003 mandates that fisherfolk obtain both a fishing license as well as vessel registration before they get to access the sea. Under Section 12, a vessel registration certificate is mandatory for the purpose of getting a license. Respondents to our surveys reported facing arbitrary delays in the issuance of vessel registration certificates, which delayed the issuance of fishing licenses even further. Fisheries Department officials argued that the reason for these delays was overfishing and the saturation of Gujarat's port capacity. However, there has been no official notification indicating the same. Therefore, the delays in the issuance of registrations are not a formal policy response. In addition to that, instead of curtailing overfishing, these delays have only forced fishers to bend the law to use multiple boats under the same vessel registration certificate. As a solution to the matter, we believe that the Gujarat Fisheries Act of 2003 should have a specific timeline within which the relevant authority has to process the applications for registration and provide a rationale for their decisions. In the absence of such an accountability measure, the problem of arbitrary delays will persist. The philosophy that fisheries management is a synonym for input control seems to be the underlying assumption for India's fishing licensing system. In the past, input controls were deemed to be the only practicable options since no scientific research on stocks of fish was available. However, recent scientific progress allows higher levels of accuracy in resource management thanks to clear comprehension of the status of fish stocks. At the same time, recent technological advancements have allowed more efficient fishery operations, which has nullified the effectiveness of the previously strict input controls. Under these circumstances, a pragmatic policy response should be to introduce a catch control mechanism through the total allowable catch system with individual quotas for fishers in the cooperative. The total allowable catch is a catch limit or the total amount of fish that can be caught for a particular fishery, generally for a year or a fishing season. Under this regime, the outputs, that is, the total amount of fish caught, are controlled rather than inputs, that is, licensing and gear size. Hence, fishers have a greater incentive to abide by it. Research and examples from countries such as Iceland indicate that the overall health of fish stocks has also increased under such market-based regimes, thereby solving the problem of overfishing. At Center for Civil Society, we believe that rights-based approaches offer the harmony between the livelihoods of fisherfolk and the sustainable management of fisheries.